Guys, we'll start the class in another minute.
Recording in progress. Recording stopped.
Hi guys, please switch your cameras on. Guys, cameras.
Hi, ma'am.
What?
Hi, ma'am.
हेलो इंशा आज कोई function
Recording
हो
in
रहा घर पे?
progress.
नहीं मिस अभी डायरेक्टली 31st को
No, 31st. चलो ठीक है. Rutuja is not home. Rutuja, but will you be able to take screenshots of the active participants and then unka attendance? ले लो, please. Thank you, babe. Okay. Guys, cameras. Chris, Parth, Drishti, Shruti, एक second. Tamanna, are you here? Tamanna? Tamanna? Okay, Tamanna, if you're here, why don't you ever switch on your camera? Same with you, Drishti. Ronit, Anisha, Krisha.
Ma'am, actually light is not there at my home. So
अरे कोई नहीं, ऑन कर लो कैमरा. Who else? ध्रुव, एकता, शंभवी, जितेंद्र. Okay. Ronit, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what did we discuss in the last class?
Discuss about the groups and
हाँ.
I don't know.
What else? What else did we do, Ronit? अच्छा चलो ठीक है. अभी तक का what do you think you like? Tell me anything you learned in this class so far.
Yeah, the reels class वो था, and then that You told us that website blog के लिए.
वही तो किया था last class. Ronit, do you pay attention when I teach?
Yes, ma'am. Mostly.
Okay, Chris, can you tell me 2-3 things that we covered in class?
भूल गया पर मेरे को कितना याद है छुट्टी का डिस्कस कर रहे थे अभी डायरेक्टली याद नहीं आएगा आप थोड़ा मतलब भी क्वेश्चन पूछोगे बोल दूंगा मैं आंसर
नहीं ऐसा डिबेट हो रहा था ना
किस चीज पे?
पार्थ और आपका.
Oh,
अरे
okay.
मैं आप छुट्टी का डिसाइड कर रहे थे. पार्थ बोल रहा था 10 के बाद करो असाइनमेंट और आप 10 के पहले.
हाँ वही याद रह गया और कुछ याद ही नहीं रहे
हाँ
हाँ याद आया वो मार्केटिंग
अरे मैं
मार्केटिंग
डिबेट
सैमसंग और
थोड़ी ना
एप्पल का
बोली, तू
मार्केटिंग
बात कर रहा था ना मैम से. इट वाज काइंड ऑफ
चलो ठीक है. पार्ट तो सुन रहा है, इतना पता है मुझे. मुझे लगता था कि कुछ भी सुनता है, बट
डिस्कस किया था.
क्या 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 क्या?
उबर.
Wait, let me. Yeah, we discussed Uber also. Let me just open my calendar. Give me a second. Okay, ठीक है. So clearly we don't remember properly what we did in the last class, but it's all good. ठीक है. Oh, I had to send you the headlines. Okay. Wait, I had to send you the headline hooks. I'm just sending them to you right now. Content creation 7. Okay, guys, I'm gonna send you something. अपना ग्रुप में देख लेना, ठीक है? Content 8 DC. Okay, go check it out. And you guys have to make some headlines on the spot right now in front of me. Okay, सबको रिसीव हो गया क्या? Okay. Shruti, open the group, see the thing, and make an interesting headline with how to. Shruti? 3 ways to increase followers. Okay. So, Sanjeevni gave 3 ways to increase followers. Vishesh, what else? Find another headline who can give me. Guys.
अब मतलब क्या करना है हेडलाइन देना है क्या
हाँ, जैसे 3 myths about shopping without your credit card. Okay, 3 myths about shopping with your credit card. So Sanjeevni gave 3 ways to okay. Aishwarya gave how to lose weight in 15 days. Sanjeevni gave 3 ways to increase followers. Varahi, how to decorate your house for Diwali. Mistakes you're making while doing your makeup. Chaitali gave. Aishwarya gave 5 reasons you should watch Money Heist. भाई लोग वैसे तुम लोग अपना अनम्यूट करके भी बोल सकते हो वैसे मतलब टाइप करना जरूरी नहीं है.
The best way to stay fit and healthy.
Exactly. Insha, how to do makeup design.
5 reasons you should go for Instagram.
You should use Instagram for business. Yes.
Fix
What
your,
else?
fix your sleep schedule.
Tell me how to fix your sleep schedule.
Crazy.
Parth, Anisha, Bhumija, cameras on now. Ajay, you also.
Cheat code to stay happy.
देना जरा मुझे cheat code. Crazy
Sleep.
hack. Crazy hacks that actually work. 5 ways to
Crazy
make.
hacks to increase followers.
What? Sorry?
Crazy hacks to make videos, or crazy hacks to make increase followers.
Exactly. So,
Cheat
guys, would,
ideas.
wouldn't you say that these headline hooks actually make anything sound better? Anything like it sounds more interesting, anything sounds more attractive. So, okay, that's a good thing. Other than that, now let's talk about simplifying your content. Okay. So now, if you can't explain it simply, understand this. Okay. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Okay. It's a very simple quote, okay, by Albert Einstein. And the better you understand something, the more ways you have to explain it. What, Palak? You say? Guys, I just want to talk to you, but you guys are not switching your camera on. And like literally, seriously, मुझे तुम लोगों को देख के नींद आ रही है. You've seen me on like thrice now. And मैं पूरा सोई हूँ आज. So like it's really sad if I'm looking at you guys and yawning. अनुष्का, रोनित एक तो थोड़ी तो शर्म कर लो यार. अभी मैंने पूछा लास्ट क्लास में क्या हुआ, you couldn't even tell me. And अब कैमरा भी ऑफ कर दिया है. रोनित अनम्यूट करो. करते तुम क्या करते हो तुम क्लास में? बताओ क्या करते हो तुम क्लास में? कुछ नहीं. तो अपना कैमरा ऑन करके कुछ नहीं कर लो, ठीक है? मतलब ऐसे भी नहीं बोलेगा कि कुछ नोट्स बना देता हूँ मैं या कुछ ऐसे कर लेता हूँ. बस कुछ नहीं. ये परिधि अपने नोट्स दिखाओ उसको. Oh my god, the Swiggy guy is calling me. Wait. Give me a second. Sorry guys. Girls gotta eat. Anyway, so moving on. Okay, guys, we were talking to Ronit, but now I would just like Bharti, Anisha, Aishwarya, Palak, Shreya, Varahi, Drishti, Chaitali, Dhruv to switch on their cameras. Guys, I'm really not in the mood to teach. If you guys are
Ma'am,
gonna
my camera is on, but light is not there, इसलिए all is dark.
चलो फिर ठीक है. Guys, seriously, like, you know what I'm feeling like today? I'm feeling like, कभी-कभी ऐसे टीचर अच्छे मूड में आती है, फिर बोलती है कि guys तुम्हारा free period. I'm honestly feeling like that today. Do you guys want a free period? Do you?
Yes, मिस हम लोग आज कुछ और बात करते हैं.
तुम लोगों को फ्री पीरियड चाहिए, इसलिए मैं तुम लोगों को नहीं दूंगी फ्री पीरियड. चलो अब काम करते हैं, ठीक है? Now, okay, guys, seriously, let's study, okay? फिर एंड में थोड़ी 5 मिनट ऐसे लाइक फालतू की बातें करेंगे, ठीक है? जो ऑब्वियसली पार्टी स्पार्क करेगा, बट एनीवे लेट्स मूव ऑन. ठीक है, ऐसे छुट्टियों की बातों में ऐसे हमें उलझा देगा, इसलिए रोनित को याद नहीं हो रहा है कि क्या हो रहा है, क्योंकि पार्थ इतना टाइम वेस्ट कर देता है फालतू की बातों में. रोनित की गलती नहीं है इसमें.
Exactly.
Okay, let's work. Okay, so this quote, okay, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough, okay? So the more simply you can explain a concept, that means that other people can understand it also better, okay? So simplifying your content doesn't, you know, necessarily mean like you have to ditch the technical jargon or you have to write to a ninth grader's comprehension level. Okay, it just means that you're making your message clear and concise so that your target audience understands your offer and benefits as quickly as possible. Okay, for example, sometimes when you have to like do an assignment and you have a reading and it's a very very difficult reading, so you read this one paragraph and you're like, "Arey, isne bola kya?" Right? And then now you know that you have to pen this concept down on paper, you have to paraphrase it, you have to answer the question, but you're like, what the hell did I just read? So to understand it better, you read it once more, you read it 2 times more, till the time you actually understand what this guy is saying. But that's not the same with like advertisements. Okay, nobody's gonna, if they don't understand it, they're not gonna watch it again. This is not Interstellar. Okay, they're like literally just gonna see it once, nahi samajh aaya, move on. Okay, like nobody's giving them marks on this. So at the same time, you need to make sure that the person understands your offers very well. Okay, if you're trying to say that, you know, 50% off in your shop, to aise matlab, you know, don't use like complicated language, just say like 50% off. You best believe you'll attract like, you know, more audiences. Okay, it'll sell better, whatever you're trying to sell. Okay, you also have to okay, you also have to give your audiences what they want. Okay, so for example, okay, the best advantages a restaurant could have, let's talk about that. Okay, so it's not like the great food, it's not the lowest prices, or it's not like a good location. Okay, the key to any restaurant success is actually the starving crowd. Okay, so now you can actually start with a group of people who have demonstrated their hunger. Okay, and then you can satisfy that need. Didi, a papa ke paas chale jao. Sorry guys, girls gotta eat. Moving on, right? So now you need to understand, when you're actually marketing something, you need to also take care of like the other factors. Like for example, if you guys want to go to Big Chill, right? Maybe it's located very nicely, खाना भी बहुत अच्छा है, प्राइसेस इतनी लो नहीं है, बट लाइक मान लेते हैं लो भी है, ठीक है। बट अगर वहाँ वेट बहुत ज्यादा है, तो उनकी जो मेन नीड क्या है, हंगर सेटिस्फाई नहीं हो रही, राइट? हंगर सेटिस्फाई नहीं हो रही, सो दे गो टू द नियर बाय रेस्टोरेंट, जिसका शायद दे हैवंट इवन हर्ड द,
सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट, मतलब कई के रेस्टोरेंट ऐसा करते हैं कि लाइक बहुत बड़ी थाली रखते हैं, वो खत्म करो तो 1 लाख रुपए मिलेंगे, सब कुछ ना कुछ करते हैं।
नो बट
उससे ज्यादा भीड़ भी आती है।
so you're talking about the offers, right?
ना, complete the entire थाली and in cash prizes.
But like are you just like generally stating a fact, or are you relating it to this, what I'm saying?
रिलेट कर रहा हूँ कि रेस्टोरेंट में फिर पब्लिक आ जाएगी ज्यादा।
हाँ, that's what, but those are the offers. I'm just talking about like the main benefit of a product. Like I'm just saying that it should provide that benefit for it to be like, I get what you're saying. It's an offer, it's great. Okay, but I'm just giving like kind of a different I'm going on a different tangent with this. Okay, so mainly, no matter how good your restaurant is or how well you like marketed it or whatever, at the end of the day, if you're not able to deliver on the main basic need of your consumers, which is to you know, satisfy their hunger, then best believe they're going to go somewhere else, right? So now you should understand that you can't create desire, you can only stroke it and you can channel it. So now you need to also make sure that when you're writing something, you have to you know, give your audience exactly what they want, right? Same with like, agar jhadu hai, bahut acha hai, bahut sasta jhadu hai, easy to hold, this that, but at the end of the day, bro, like if it's not cleaning your house properly, how like important is that jhadu really, right? So I'm just basically saying, जो main काम तुमने promise किया है ना, वो होना चाहिए, और उसके ऊपर के जो offers वगैरह वो देने हैं, वो बात की बात है. Ronit, why is your camera off? मैंने कहा ना अगर कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो तो फिर लाइक यहाँ कैमरा ऑन करके कुछ नहीं कर लो. Ronit, Ronit. Guys, I'm in the mood to play today. But I guess
अरे मैम
Ronit,
कोई आया था,
कौन आया था?
वो मेंटेनेंस का बिल.
ओह अच्छा, तुम खुद के पैसे भरते हो क्या करते?
नहीं, कोई है नहीं ना अभी घर पे.
अच्छा ठीक है, अब मेंटेनेंस का बिल पे कर लिया तो कैमरा ऑन कर लिया.
हाँ, एक मिनट.
अरे एक और क्रेजी चीज बताओ रोनित, ठीक है? यू कैन व्हाट आई टेल यू व्हाट. ओके, आर यू हियर ऑन योर लैपटॉप थ्रू योर सॉरी, आर यू हियर थ्रू योर लैपटॉप? या ओके, तो एक ना अपने लैपटॉप में शायद तुमने किया होगा, व्हाट्सएप वेब डाउनलोड कर लो. किया है तुमने? हाँ, तो बस ऐसे कैमरा ऑन कर लो एंड लाइक कीप लुकिंग एट मी, और उससे मुझे लगेगा ओ वाओ रोनित को कितना ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट है मेरी क्लास में. बट मैं ऐसे टेक्सटिंग जैसे अगर मैं ऐसे टेक्सटिंग करी तो तुम्हें पता लग रहा है मैं टेक्सटिंग कर रही हूँ.
तो टेक्स्ट करूँ किसको?
मतलब कोई भी किसी को भी करना है, बस अब कैमरा नहीं ओपन होना चाहिए क्लास में, ठीक है? कोई नहीं है तुम्हारे पास टेक्स्ट करने के लिए. That's quite sad यार.
झूठ बोल रहे हैं मैम वो.
हाँ,
झूठ बोल रहे हैं मैम.
तेरे को बड़ा पता है.
तो नहीं पता है क्या?
guys, girls, you heard it here first. अब मतलब उसका इंटेंशन यही था, तो if anyone's interested, ठीक है? इसका रोल
मैम
नंबर
अभी
भी
और कितने दिन चाहिए उसको? अब तो ले लिया.
हफ्ता दे दिया, मतलब 6
सब
दिन
ले लिया उसने. सब
ले लिया का क्या मतलब है? What are you saying?
कुछ भी बोल रहा है.
क्लास में यही एक अकेला है.
अच्छा,
ऐसा हो गया है.
अरे यार ठीक है यार, यहाँ ध्रुव भी बैठा हुआ है, इतनी सारी लड़कियां, किसी में इंटरेस्ट है तो फिर मतलब
नहीं.
ऐसे टेक्स्ट वैक्स मत करना. अगर करना है तो अपने आप से करना, मैंने कुछ नहीं बोला, ठीक है? So either way, मैंने literally guys, I'm such a cool person here. I'm literally not even asking you guys to like do anything. बस अपने कैमरास ऑन रखो, जिसको भी व्हाट्सएप वेब पे टेक्स्ट करना है करो, तुम्हें नेटफ्लिक्स देखना है तुम करो. ये देखो जैसे पार्थ को भी ऐसे फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, ऐसे फोन चला रहा है साइड में, करो यार, बस कैमरा ऑन.
पार्थ तो कैमरा पे फोन लेता है ना, कौन आ रहा था उसको.
हाँ देखो, अरे ये देखना जरा, देखो पार्ट सीधा टीचर के मुंह पे बोल रहा है, ये बकवास बात कर रहे हो.
Let's kick out कर दो उसको.
निकाल दो उसको.
आजकल के बच्चे
ट्विटर.
Oh my god, guys, we really should study. Like even I am not in the mood. I just want to like mess around with my. I can't do that. We'll do this like in the last 10 minutes. ये तुम्हारी तो रिकॉर्डिंग है, तुम्हारे लिए तो है. अरे यार, I'll tell you what, अभी आधा घंटा ही बचा वैसे भी. कुछ भी नहीं करा हमने आधे घंटे में, बट whatever, okay. ठीक है. Now moving on, I'm not gonna talk about telling a story again and again, or should I just tell you?
Please tell us some.
चलो ठीक है, fine. So this was like, this was an example that I found somewhere. Okay, so like a 26-year-old like copywriter sat down in 1926 to write an ad for the US School of Music, selling home study courses for would-be musicians. So he could have used a simple benefit headline like master the piano in 30 days without a teacher. But he actually didn't do that. He dug even deeper and he knew that mastering an instrument is basically hard work. And the real reasons that people do it is to actually become popular. ठीक है? to win friends' admiration, their envy, and to basically find happiness. Like I'm pretty sure यहाँ काफी लड़कों ने ऐसे बस like start किया होगा गिटार वगैरह बजाना कि वो लड़की पट जाएगी. I mean, I've heard this stuff like happen before. Okay, so that's usually the intrinsic motivation of people to like, sometimes master a skill. Okay, and now that copywriter actually realized that the real product of an ad wasn't a course or the ability to play, but popularity and happiness. So with that in mind, he could have actually used the classic how to benefit headline, जैसे मैंने दिया पहले, such as how to be the most popular guy at any party, but he didn't do that either. Okay, so he knew that simply describing musicians' popularity wouldn't be enough. So he needed the headline to resonate emotionally with prospects. So he needed to create a vivid image of a like silly, stupid kind of person who never um who never even dreamed of like playing. Okay. And he actually probably like left his friends stunned and speechless by his performance. And this time, the headline that he used was they laughed when I sat down at the piano, but when I started to play. That's how he started. So then he used half of his entire like ad space to tell a story of how he achieved a personal goal, like his personal triumph, and he seduced prospects into reading the whole ad and gave them a vision of like possibilities. Okay, so now I'll tell you one more thing. Like I told you about that like thing na that on Instagram wo jo uh what do you call them, those confession pages, and then like what anxiety hote if you don't like finish the story. So it's something like that. You start off a story, you get people hooked, they keep reading it till they reach the end, because if they now you know half the story and then now it's just going to keep bothering you ki, Are yaar hota kya hai? And a lot of people get anxiety like that. Okay, so then they end up reading the whole thing and then you can like promote your ad, and it can be kind of subtle also. Okay, but this is what I was saying about creating like an emotional connect. Okay, and now this whole thing, it worked because it captured the prospects attention. It drew them into a world they desperately wanted to be a part of. Okay, and it actually like left them hungry for more. So the story presented the product as doing most of the hard work of learning to play, and overcame the objection that you need a special talent to play. Okay, because like okay, now the fact of the matter is, okay, a lot of people shy away from doing certain things because they feel like, oh, what if I'm not good enough? What if I can't do the same thing? Right? But when you actually tell a story about how like a loser, like a proper buffoon could like go ahead and play, it makes you feel like, अरे वो कर सकता है तो मैं क्यों नहीं कर सकता? Right? So that's another thing. Then let's
मैम ये
talk
स्टोरी
about
भी like how college dropouts build a business empire, वो बहुत चलता है ना.
one of my friends, literally, can you imagine? He's a really smart guy, okay? Damn smart guy. He studies in Yale right now, okay? Literally. And he called me like 2 weeks ago or something, and we were just catching up. And he's like, I dropped out. I was like, what? And he literally dropped out of Yale and now he started his own business. And he's like, I'm just trying it out for a year or like a year and a half. And I don't think college means anything. But if you like look at people like, Mark Zuckerberg, if they could do it, right?
मैम पर वो बाहर कंट्री में गया है ना, तो
वो
उधर
क्या?
इधर इंडिया से बाहर गया है क्या वो, मतलब
Yale, you don't know Yale?
हाँ तो इंडिया में नहीं, वो बाहर है ना.
हाँ, but Yale is an Ivy League.
कैसे how will start his business? The government will not allow them to start the business.
I don't know. He's doing some startup and this and that. He's in the US right now.
US में गया तो बिजनेस चालू करने नहीं देते, वो H1B किसी और के ज्वाइन भी कर दिया हो सकता है.
He's working with someone.
हाँ तो एडवांटेज होता है.
That's true. Now imagine I have another friend of mine, Susu. Okay, we call him Susu. Susu. His name's Sayesh, okay? But we call him Susu. So now usko na, I mean, I don't even want to say this, but he wants to become an actor. ठीक है अब ठीक है यार like okay fine like लगता है काफी लोगों को कि वो बन सकते हैं but now he's like regretting it so much he's saying कि मैंने इतना time अपना waste because now he sorry
अमेरिका में स्टूडेंट लोन क्राइसिस भी बहुत हुआ है और हार्वर्ड के 1-1 करोड़ तक जाते हैं एमबीए तो फिर ड्रॉप आउट का तो नहीं करते ज्यादा कभी कभी तो
no I know what you're saying ये ध्रुव कह रहा है even he has one friend called Susu but now see I know what you're saying, but that's what he's saying. He's just going to take like a year off. This other friend of mine, Yale wala, he's going to take a year off. He's going to try his stuff on his own. Agar chal gaya, well and good. If not, then he'll finish his education. But I was just saying, so this other friend of mine, Susu, usko na banna tha actor. But uske dad ne bola ki tu apna BBA complete kar le, fir tujhe jo karna hai tu kar. So that's what he's doing, which is actually honestly the smarter option because, you know, kitna zyada nepotism. I don't know. That's between the two of them. I'm not getting into it, but it was a smarter decision than what. But you know, we're saying this now, but let it be. I don't want to discuss.
आजकल ड्यूअल डिग्री का भी ऑप्शन आ रहा है
No, it's always been there. Kafi hai dual degree ka option. I wanted to do it, but then I didn't. Either way, guys, now making the copy visually appealing. Okay, so now how do you give your copy a certain appeal where people actually start and look at it? Like, you know, how do you make it inviting to look at? How do you make your content like inviting to look at? Guys. Thank you. मैंने ये पूछा कि आई कैची कैसे बनाओ and you're like something like that.
आपके इस पे एड्स बिल्कुल ना हो तो एडवांटेज हो जाता है तो फिर एड्स पॉप होता है तो यूजर भी ये हो जाता है तो ट्राई करना चाहिए कि एड्स नहीं हो कम से
That's
कम
true. But at the same time, then how do you earn money? How do you think these bloggers make money?
हाँ तो कम होने चाहिए ना एक्सेस ज्यादा ही कुछ करते तो फिर यूजर भी ये हो जाता है
I feel like, on a serious note though, if your advertisements are on the side, that's not that big of an issue. But like जैसे games के बीच में advertisement आता है ना, that's irritating. Like, you know, imagine you're playing like Subway Surf and then all of a sudden एक ad आ जाए, like then you just feel like leaving the game. So, you know, obstructive like ads are an issue. But अगर side में तो ठीक है भाई, like बंदे को भी पैसे कमाने दे types, right? Like at this point, I wouldn't feel bad if I see an ad. Right? Go ahead. What are you saying? What else, Chris? How do you make it like appealing?
with curious headline.
कैप्शन होना चाहिए मतलब कैपिटल्स में होना चाहिए और कंटेंट सही होना चाहिए
Content सही तो है, but हम पहले कैसे? How do we attract people initially?
मतलब जो हेडलाइन है वो क्यूरियस होनी चाहिए.
Yeah, okay. You can use good headings and subheadings. That's one really good thing that you guys have used. What else? No, not this. Okay, so basically you can use a good type font. Okay, that's easy on the eyes and it's big enough to read. Again, we're trying to make the consumer experience more convenient rather than making it more complex. Okay, so in the sense, whatever the type font is, you know what a type font is, guys? Like Comic Sans, Serif, Garamond, Times New Roman. These are all like type fonts. Okay. So now if you're going for like some poetry or something, then you can go for like, you know, type fonts which are like in cursive, or if you're going for like bachcho wala content, then you can go for like Comic Sans or something. But at the same time, if you're writing an academic research paper, then you should preferably use something like
Calibri.
not Calibri. Times New Roman will be good. Like an academic paper, right? Calibri is also fine. Chalo, jo bhi. But I'm just saying that your type font should actually match your vibe first and foremost. then you should use short paragraphs, okay? Because short paragraphs give the illusion of the content being lesser. So it's more scannable. People will read it more, okay? Then there should also be variety in the text. When I say variety in the text, I mean that you can use, these different things like bolding, italicizing, underlining. Do you guys know how to do that on WhatsApp? All of you guys know? For those of you who don't know, chalo karte hain. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Let's go to wait. Now I know this is like kind of silly, but what else? Now let's see. You make it bold like this. Hello. You italicize like this. Wait. Okay. And wait, how do you underline? Anyone remembers? I forgot how to underline. अभी तो बोला सबको आता है WhatsApp पे कैसे करते हैं? कैसे करते हैं? If you want to do this, I can show you this also. ठीक है, wait. How do you strike through and underline on WhatsApp? When they reply, I'll let you know. Okay. But now you guys have learned 2 more tricks. But that's what I'm saying. Have a variety in your text, italicize it, underline it, bold it, jo bhi hai. Okay. Bullet forms and numbered lists are also very good. Like you guys would definitely read. You guys would definitely read a listicle over an article, right? Anyone remembers the difference between a listicle and article?
Listicle includes various list of the content.
आपने बोला
And
था टॉप 10
article में paragraph.
और फोटो भी डाल देते हैं उसमें सब.
Exactly. So it's more interactive, right? Then indented paragraphs and quotes also you guys can use. I feel like quotes also like really help. I mean, if you guys by any chance remember. Oh, Rutuja sent it to me. 1 second. I'll go back to the quotes later. I'll show you guys this. Okay. Now, look at the strike through. I don't want to see the whole video. But anyway, where's the... Tuja, I can't find it. कहाँ मिला तुम्हें ये?
मैम सिंबल्स में होगा देखिए.
हाँ, found it. Okay, this one. This
Yes.
one.
Yes, that one.
Okay. See, that's how you like strike through, and how to underline. Okay, copy the text, then the 3 dots, then click on strike through. Easy peasy. Hey. I don't think that works. It doesn't work. Okay, never mind. I'll understand and tell you tomorrow. Okay. Okay, moving on. Now, moving on, we were talking about quotes. Okay, so quotes very easily summarize a concept or something. Like right now, when I was telling you about simplifying your content, and I told you that if you don't understand it well enough, sorry, if you cannot tell it simply, you don't understand it well enough, right? So, quotes are very nice because they usually end up complementing what you're already speaking about. So, go for that. We already discussed headings and subheadings, and then we can also talk about visual cues. You can add visual cues by, like, for example, if you have a call to action button, right? So you can use that call to action button, and you can actually like highlight it with a particular color. You can make it look like a button, or you can have an arrow pointing at it. Okay, so those kind of things. So, another very important thing is that don't try to be like extra clever. Okay, because usually as writers and content marketers, we like to play with our words. Okay, so sometimes that's fine depending on like your brand personality and the type of content that you usually produce. But most of the time, being clear and concise will like return greater rewards than you actually being very clever. Okay, and now basically क्या था यार ये? Effective copywriting is salesmanship in print, not clever wordsmithing. The more self-effacing and visible your selling skill, the more effective you are. Okay, in the sense that you basically what you have to do is that salesmanship. Okay, copywriting is nothing but salesmanship, but in print. Do you guys know what the real meaning of copywriting is? It's using content writing to make a sale. Okay, so that's exactly I mean. So the more transparent your intentions, the better it is. Okay, copywriters who actually show off their skills are as ineffective as fishermen who reveal the hook. Okay, this was also another quote which I like found somewhere and I felt like it's gonna help you. Okay, um, there should also be a thing where you have a purpose behind everything you write. Okay, so with the content marketing boom, lots of marketers create content for content's sake. Okay, so now of course having a large library of content can be like incredibly useful, but only if each piece has a purpose and actually fits in the overall plan, right? And now the thing is that in the modern world of business, okay, it is useful to be creative. It's useful to be like an original thinker, unless you can also sell what you create. Okay, and witty clever content by itself doesn't do you any good. So make sure that your content actually engages your audience, builds trust, and encourages sales first. In the sense, you should also focus on relationship marketing. Do you guys know what relationship marketing is? Okay, so relationship marketing is when you try to market your goods by actually creating a bond, a relationship with your consumer, right? So in the sense, even if that person does not buy anything from you, okay, from your store. For example, someone I have a store, someone like comes to my store and then says that, oh, like I need to pee, can I use your washroom? And if I tell them, no, you can't use my washroom, this, that, kuch aisa, if I say, then they'll always have a very like negative impression about my brand. However, if I like allow them to use my washroom, then they'll always remember that I was very kind to them. And they will feel like doing returning that favor in kind of a way. So I think I've mentioned this to you guys before at some point that people are more likely to buy from you or like do you a favor when you have done a favor for them, right? So I think we discussed this in the
Ma'am,
context.
this also will be in a relationship marketing, right? Brands, like when you purchase from them, they take your phone number and details, right? So when it's your birthday or
Hmm.
special, they wish you and also give you offers also. That's also will be relationship, man.
Exactly. That's a perfect example. That's actually yes. Me?
मेरा
Can you hear me?
lag हो रहा है.
Okay, now can you hear me? Okay, great. That's good. So anyway, I was saying that another example of relationship marketing is Chris, that was exactly the right kind of example. But it's like now some people have started like membership points, right? You guys know what that is? Like for example, if it's H&M and they say that buy the H&M membership. So I buy the membership and every time I make a purchase at H&M, I end up getting points. And at the end of the day, those points add up to something where I can probably get something for free. So that will be my incentive to keep going again and again and again. And then, they're kind of caring for the customer in a way that like the people who are members will also get access to exclusive deals, right? So again,
Same thing
that's
Amazon Prime. Same thing Amazon Prime.
exactly same thing with Amazon Prime. So that's
They
also
want you to
relationship.
stick to Amazon only. Yeah.
And that's very important. That maintains brand loyalty, right? Now we can talk about avoiding distraction. Okay. So I feel like this is my worst habit. Okay. And I feel like as I guess you guys are teenagers or young adults, whatever you guys are. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I was just saying that I feel like our biggest culprit is social media. Okay. Okay. Our biggest culprit is mainly like social media. Okay. So it's the fact that you don't have enough time to devote to your project. Okay. So if you're actually having trouble, then you need to just try this. Okay, this kind of happens for the okay. Now the thing is, not a lot of you guys probably create content in general because you guys have just come to like try out the course for fun, right? But usually the other people who genuinely are into content writing and all of that, they will understand, okay, that if you have like a very good idea, like which is in your head and you're like, हाँ मैं ऐसा लिखूंगा ऐसा लिखूंगी, and then you think about it and you're like, I'll do exactly that. If you come 1 hour later and you come to pen it down, it's not going to be the same thing. You're going to not even remember what you wanted to write. So it even goes for your assignments when you're basically sitting down and writing something. Just don't do anything else, and you'll see that the work that you produce is going to be 10 times better as compared to breaking your flow of thought like 50,000 times. Okay. Then the last thing that I'm going to talk about for today is picking your ideal language. And then after that, you guys can all disperse if you guys would like that. Can you guys hear? Oh
Yes,
my,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
मेरे में क्यों अटक जाता है बार बार. चलो जो भी ठीक है. So now basically if you're trying to persuade people to do something or buy something, so you should actually use their language, the language that they use every day, the language in which they think. Okay. And speaking in their language actually helps prospects to um get to know you, to like you, to trust you, because they actually recognize themselves in your words. Okay. And that helps you connect and build relationships with them. And at the same time, it's more easy to persuade them. Like, you guys, if there are people who speak your language, sometimes you're more likely to believe your friends than even your parents, right? It's like if your mom keeps coming to you and telling you, you bacha, you should do this, you should take this course, it'll be good for you. You might be like, you don't know anything about me. But at the same time, if your friend comes and tells you ki, "Arey yaar, ye to bahut acha hoga," you'll be like, oh, maybe, because he speaks your language and you're like, okay, he's probably not like, messing with me, right? So you actually speaking in someone's ideal language actually makes it much better. Like at the same time, if right now you had um you had like probably like someone teaching you this course who was much older, who didn't understand memes, who didn't get those references. Okay, it might be like more difficult to connect with that person as compared to someone who's like literally almost the same age as you, right?
Like the
And
person with the generation gap ना, मतलब older मतलब generation gap बंदा.
generation gap aa jata hai. Like look at Zomato's brand personality. Okay, let's be honest. Mostly people who are older, even if they want to, I don't know. This happens in my house. Every time my parents want to order something through Swiggy and Zomato, they call me to order it. Okay, I don't know if that's the same case in your house, but people who are older are kind of used to the traditional like calling system that you call the restaurant and like ऐसे तुम order करते हो like by calling the restaurant, right? So Zomato is usually a savior for people who are either students who have to like ऐसे उनको जाना पड़ता है कॉलेज वगैरह जाना पड़ता है and then वहाँ order करना पड़ता है, or like people who work in a corporate setting, okay, because you know um like usually the people who are working in the corporate sector are between the ages of like 21 to like 35, 40. Okay, after that like mostly people like end up taking retirement or something, right?
मैम उनके लिए बहुत एडवांटेजेस है ना पीपल के लिए आजकल सब ऑनलाइन है तो मतलब फार्मास्यूटिकल कंपनीज अपने प्रोडक्ट्स भी ऑनलाइन देते हैं तो मेडिसिन है ना तो ऑनलाइन मंगा सकते हैं और चेक भी कर सकते हैं एक्सपायरी सब चेक कर सकते हैं बस यूज
But
करना चाहिए
I'm saying that what I'm trying to say is that like Zomato has a younger audience that uses the application. So the kind of way it communicates with people is honestly um the way they communicate with people is not like how like mummy papa baat karte hain, right? It's like meme marketing, which is more persuasive to like actually it's more persuasive when you have to buy a product, okay? And if you're actually stuck writing, you should go back and make sure everything sounds the way your customers think. You should put yourself in their shoes. You should make yourself completely invisible. Okay. And not only will your copy get better because of this exercise, but getting out of your own way like this can actually jumpstart new ideas and illuminate what should come next. Like, don't think from your perspective, think about it from a consumer perspective. Like, अगर तुम कंज्यूमर होते तो तुम्हें क्या सुनना होता? मैं चाहता हूँ कि ये बिक जाए, not like that. Okay, so always think about what the consumer wants. Now I think this whole topic whatever on copywriting will be probably done with by the next class. Okay, so आज का क्लास हम यहीं समाप्त करते हैं. Any questions? Yes, Parth, there is class tomorrow.
Recording stopped.
Class तो है वैसे, but I want other people to tell me that कितनी classes हो गई हैं? आज 17th है.
आज 18th है.
आज मतलब हो गई ना, 3 classes खत्म हो गई हैं.
हाँ मैम.
Okay, great. 18 classes खत्म हो गई हैं. So that means 12 classes are left now. ठीक है? So ये जो topic है ये कल या परसों में wrap up हो जाएगा completely. And then and कितने groups हैं हमारे ऋतुजा?
6.
Okay, so okay, cool. ठीक है. So guys, 12 classes left. उसमें से 6 classes तो तुम्हारा presentation ही होंगी, and then the other 6 I'll obviously be teaching you something. Okay, cool. Bye. See you.